Hello, hello. Once again, we got Hearthstone and Cats on the call. And spawning in the top right corner of the map, and the last map in this best of 3, it's the loser's bracket. Someone is about to be eliminated. In the top right, it's going to be Zest. And in the bottom left, his opponents, playing for Samsung Galaxy, it's going to be Solar. So Solar's definitely, we talked about this before the game started, wanted to take the golds. It's a little unfortunate he didn't get the other spawns, because I think that's his, he loves taking the gold here. This is third. A little bit harder to pull off on these spawns.
Yeah, near impossible.
Yeah, it's actually impossible.
Yeah, she's a trifling.
Man,
No, it's not actually impossible. Come on, man.
Well, technically,
really
I guess
impossible.
you could cats it up, take it as like your natural or something, right? Do some weird tactics.
But
You could do
Solar's
stuff
a
like
gold
that, yeah.
digger.
There's the rocks to be broken.
But okay, this is a map where I think in my history of casting ZVPs so far, lots of speedling all-ins put Zerg players at huge advantages in the early game. It's usually the other spawn locations more so than these, but I mean, Hyun and Life especially are two players I've seen specifically really abuse the map here. What are your guys' thoughts?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the natural on the other spawn is wide open, so you can do things like that with a 14-14 openers and such.
Wow.
It's similar to that map that was really good for Zerg and really bad for every other race. I don't remember what it was called.
Daedalus.
Daedalus Point.
Yes, Daedalus.
That was an amazing map now, wasn't it?
That was the innovative gameplay,
Liked
man,
it.
that came from that. I mean, they were right, nail on the head. They said it would change the gameplay, and it just made all protests forge across the map. It's so stupid.
I have
liked
no idea why they made this map. They, like...
It was good.
Yeah, it was very good.
Yeah, for
The fun
Zerg.
part was that Protoss actually had quite a decent win rate in GSL. Just like cannon rushing and 2 gating on it, I remember.
Yeah.
That was great. The golden
Yeah,
days.
it's funny how Protoss works. Give him a bad match, don't matter.
Give them the worst map ever. They get the best results.
Yeah.
Force the cheese. The yeah, no, I remember like the first week too, we were casting like over Starcraft, so we were like watching people like 4-gate to take their natural. It was disgusting. It was even after they fixed that ramp, it still didn't really solve the problem with that map. So I really hope that 2015 we never see quite that blunder again.
Yeah.
I mean,
Quite the-
Dream Pool, man. That's gonna be fun.
There's a whole can of worms
Did
with the
they
dream
announce
pool.
steps yet? It has to be steps, right? The last map?
I don't know, but like what I really wish they would have done instead of that was like, it's cool for the nostalgia factor, but there's so many like actually legitimately good maps that never got played. Like the second place finishers for like the map contests and stuff. Like, why did they not dip into those? I would have loved to have seen those make it to like a. It would have even taken work for them. The maps are already made. They've been tested by players like Parting, you know, the Red Bull map making competition.
I don't know, man. I like the Dream Pool map pool.
I think it'll be
Same.
fun for a bit, but I don't know. Some of those maps, like Akalon Waste, it's not that I love or hate the map. I'm already bored of it because I cast like a gajillion games on that map already.
Yeah, it's boring.
Yeah,
I hate that.
but the game has changed. Perhaps not Akulon Wastes, not the greatest example because
Some of the other
all
ones, like the
units were
smaller
already in play.
maps, yeah, like Steps of War and others, like okay, I'll give it to you. Like the game's changed drastically since then, but
Yeah.
was a Jack Attack put out the Bronze League logic video, and there's that one where like you can swarm host your natural to your opponent's main.
Ooh.
Like, so don't forget, like while we
Yeah.
get excited about it, some of them are really short and gonna be dumb.
Yeah. But
I mean,
you know what
yeah,
isn't
you gotta
done?
get to some host first, though. On
Yeah.
steps.
You,
I mean,
hey, boys, you know what isn't done? 7-gate.
Yeah, wow. Oh, Jesus.
Actually, that's
holy
amazing.
guacamole.
Yeah, he drove the Overlord off the main too. We were watching that happen here on the camera, so Solar wouldn't have scouted this coming. This is so scary to deal with. He's got to stop droning like right now. Like he's got to stop droning 2 minutes ago. This is gonna be scary.
Yeah. If you go
Look
above
at that
50,
gateway location, man. Look at that gateway location. Holy crap.
Okay,
This is-
it's gonna get revealed.
He gonna see it. He
No,
gonna
but
see it.
what does he do, right? I mean, Spine's got there we go. Spine's gonna come down. He needs at least one or two. Roaches are so far out, and so are these lings for having
Oh
speed.
yeah, Link speed just started as well.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
I
gonna
think
be
he's in
tough.
a lot of trouble. I would
think
even
so?
call this a very difficult hold.
Modest, are we?
That's blunt, man.
Okay, well, we got some queens here in the front lines. I mean, the creep spread does help connect. I mean, or actually, you know what? I take it back. The creep spread's just barely not there. But If you can buy time for the spines to finish, this looks a lot better. We saw a very similar on Nimbus earlier today as well, but...
No, not through the...
Good play by Solar though. He chased away the Mothership Core, did a decent job, his spines are finishing, and does he have any transfuses?
You can't really reroute these is the problem, though. They take so long to move.
And Roaches on the way. I think giving up this third may not be the worst idea ever.
No, yeah. I agree. I think if he doesn't give up this third, like if he tries to fight for the third, I think he's dead.
Oh, actually, his army looks very scary right now. And he can even use transfuses right now. Pulling the drones is a really good call as well. Almost no Zealot left.
Focus on Mothership Core, focus on Mothership Core. Nice pick off.
Wow.
Looks like he might just, beat this back. It'll cost him a couple drones, and the Roaches can kite for quite a bit of time. Still got a couple transfuses available, not too many though.
Yeah, and actually, if Zest kills the third, that's not actually a good position for him. So it's kind of bait at this point, being this low. If he actually decides to kill the third, I think Solar straight up wins.
Yeah, but I think no matter what happens, Solar kind of straight up wins, doesn't he? He's in a great position.
Well, the road count is,
really
starting to snowball a little bit. I mean, this hit and run from both sides hasn't really accomplished much, but the difference is Solar's got the home field advantage. The Roaches are right here. Despite the warp-ins, they just can't keep up with this, and he's going to get on top of two fronts, win both sides, left and the right. Oh, this else might buy a little bit of time.
Creep. It's a bit of a bold, confident move. Usually indicates the end.
You know what's very interesting, Kat?
What is?
Solar did not see anything until it really hit him.
Yeah, that was actually a really sick
completely
response.
unscouted.
Yeah.
A gateway push that is supposed to kill 50 drones. He built, let's say, 7 too many drones, and yet he still held.
I mean, he had 40... He didn't overdrone. Man. What are you gonna do this? He didn't overdrone, and he did scout it. Barely, but he did.
It was a very nice ball.
He scouted it in the only timing window that he had to scout.
In all seriousness, I mean, like, had those spines not completed in time, had there been like 3 less Roaches, I mean, this could have snowballed the other way. There's a lot of what ifs, but
I mean, we saw it with Sue and Rain. It's almost exact same series, really.
Except that Sue built Lynx instead of Roaches. And you already called it out as a mistake back then. And I guess now we see it confirmed. Once again, Cat
confirm. Can confirm.
Can confirm.
Yeah, indeed.
And also, I really like the positioning of Solar spines this game, because the Sue spines got attacked very early on, but because they were behind the hatchery now, Zest didn't really realize and couldn't attack them early without committing himself and creep too far.
Finally gets inside on top of these pesky sentries.
Commitment is the key word there.
Yeah, commitment.
I'm surprised you know about that word.
Solar might not win the game straight up here, but I think it's the point where he is like massively far ahead too. So, like, breaking through this wall, just buying time. Zest can't really do much of anything right now because he's got to chase these Lings around. So Solar's got all the time in the world to get that Hydrogen, to get that Burrow, to get that executing follow up. Man, this is just... I like this. If we didn't see Sue versus Rain earlier, this wouldn't, I feel, be as dynamic. But because we saw such a similar situation, like, it's a lot cooler to see. The different side of how it could have gone.
It was 2 different approaches. Again, like, you could see what Sue was trying to do. He was trying to carry out momentum. It's basically, okay, I commit to Lynx right now. If I stop the first wave or the second wave, I win. Where Solar was like, I'll stop you in the 3rd or 4th wave with my Roaches. So, different approaches. I definitely like Solar's approach better.
Well, Solar or looks like whoever wins this one goes out to fight against Gumio next. Kind of interesting to see. Not sure how Gumi will play, because Life did beat him, which kind of shocks me, because he's been kicking Life's ass every time I've seen him up to this tournament, but he's going to lose his bracket. Stats versus Sue, do you know if that's still on hold, or if they started that one? Because that's what I'd love to guess if they could.
Sue didn't message me to tell me that it was starting, so I would say we can probably get in that series.
Because that'd be another sick one to follow this up with.
For sure.
I like the burrowed Lings too. I mean, it's not that 2 Lings are gonna unburrow and kill like a million probes, but still, it's something he can scout with. Its information. Yeah, just dives right through. It's also 2 in the main.
Yeah, it's annoying as well.
Yeah, it's there's like so many things about StarCraft 2 that are like, they're not super dynamic, but like, they could easily put a player on tilt. Just like not being able to catch those 2 Lings over and over. The Roaches burrow and unburrow. But
yeah, and there's a lot to, like, you can't think of every possible case scenario sometimes. So sometimes, you know, seeing